What is this?
This is 5160 high carbon spring steel. Do you think we can harden it to pass a destruction test?
I think so.
Let's go find out. All right, we're gonna do something a little bit different with the 5160. We're gonna use Fred over here to do our quench, and we're gonna use the thermometer here to get our temperature close. Okay. And then we're gonna use Wilma here to then do our temper. All right, before any of that stuff happens, we need to cut this out. Okay, we're gonna just do a nice little drop point on this. We're gonna find our center line here. About a 3.5 inch blade. Now we just have to cut this out, profile grind it, and get it in Fred. Okay, now we have profiled it, chamfered it, and all chamfering is we just knocking down all the edges there. Now what we need to do is we need to light Fred. But what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna do an indirect heat in Fred. So we're gonna take this big piece of box steel. It's like 1/2 inch thick, full of spiders. It's good stuff.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna stick it right here inside Fred. The main reason we're gonna use it for this is that when we shut Fred off, it's not gonna lose heat as fast because we have that big chunk of iron in there that's holding that heat. So we're gonna get a better temperature reading on our blank before quench. Much better than it just sitting right on the brick. All right. So we're gonna stick this in here right now. Let it heat up a little bit. Now what we're looking at here for temperature wise is we're looking at around 1500 to 1550. We're gonna probably shoot for 1525. We're gonna overshoot just a little bit to like 1600, maybe 1650, and then we're gonna shut it off and let it cool down. We're at 1630. Dropping really slow. Okay, we're within the range. Right now, I'm gonna give it a few more seconds. We're probably below 1550 right now. We're gonna pull it out. Nice color, and we're gonna quench it. And we're gonna go over to the vise. This is just to make sure as it cools, it stays straight. And we just need to let it cool down. All right, now we need to go turn on Wilma here. Wait for her to warm up, screen warm up. We're gonna hit start. We're gonna be tempering at 425. This is gonna give us relatively good toughness, good edge retention, and all of the above. It's that sweet middle ground that we want. We're gonna hit start, and she's gonna start warming up. Fred is still really hot, so you can see just how much heat that insert holds. I mean, it's still radiating heat. All right, we're gonna take this out. She's cool to the touch. Wipe her off. Now we're going to run our test. We're not going to start with 55. We're not going to start with 60. I can tell by the surface texture on it and color, she's really hard. And if we go down here,
oh yeah,
all she's doing is skating, not a bit of anything else. So we're at least around 65 Rockwell.
Not bad.
Now we don't have a diamond tester, but you know who just got a brand new one?
Who?
Jesse Latham.
What?
Yeah. Just got a brand new freaking diamond tester, courtesy of Mr. Jim Cogill. Right?
Oh, crap. Where's my diamond tester, Jim?
Alright. We're going to pull this baby out of here. And we got to let her cool down a little bit. But what we're going to end up doing is we're going to come over here and we need to do a differential heat treat on it. So that's the differential heat treat right there. So we're going to stick this back in the forge for 2 hours.
The heat treatment oven.
Or the heat treatment oven. Yeah, you're right.
That's why I stay around, just for little things like that.
That's right. We're going to do that for 2 hours again, and then we'll be on to the next step.
All right.
All right. No, this is just normal copy paper. We're going to go halfway on the blade here. All right, let's break it. Look at that grain in there. It's nice and fine. Probably could have gone a little hotter on the temper, I think, but for the most part, it's pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on those. It really is. Differential temper on it. The grain structure is just beautiful. It did tear. You can see that it tore. Yeah, it's not bad. Could we get it better? Yeah, we probably could. All right, I wasn't really expecting it to break that quick, but it's still a good heat treatment. 425 degrees for 2 hours for 2 cycles and a blueback. Basically what we're looking at here is just slightly too less of a temper. We should have went with a 450. We probably could have got a full bend and return at 450. We won't know unless we redo it again, which we're not going to do. But we can move forward with that on our next steel, which is 80 CRV, which is basically referred to as 5160 on steroids. But for the most part, I'm happy with this. And the full metallurgical breakdown will be out tomorrow. And if you guys are interested in that, tune in for that. So yeah, I'm happy with it. It was a super thin blade, and it cut really good. The edge retention was perfect on it. I mean, absolutely dead nuts perfect. It didn't cut any differently. We didn't lose anything from it.
No.
So yeah, it didn't pass the test as, you know, as in it didn't not break, but we were gonna break it no matter what. It was gonna be broken. So yeah, I think this is great. So my name is Nathan.
My name's Sarah.
And this is Heat Treatment, and we'll see you on the next one.